Good morning, party people. Woke up bright and early. I beat the sun up again. Yes, I like it when I beat the sun up. Then I can get started with my day. Kicked off the day, trying to figure out what day it was. It is July 5th, the day after Independence Day for those who are in the great USA. Then I worked on my video, which is why you see me here right now. I hope you all have a great long weekend. Some people got to work today. Some people worked yesterday. So hope they got paid good for it anyway. Besides that, today's video I unboxed a couple of things and then I got over to Sebastian's car, worked on it, got that engine and stuff out, started his vehicle's transformation. You know what? Man, I learned something new every day. I could actually knock it off for the day because I've already learned what I had to today. And man, this is why I tell people, man, I'm not the sharpest knife in the drawer. All these years, I thought foolproof was Full, full to the top. I don't know why, but today I was watching my video clips and I used the term foolproof, and now I know when it's foolproof, even a fool can't mess it up. Wow. I'm 60 years old. Finally learned something. So, hope you enjoyed today's clips. Got some traction on Sebastian's car. I'm going to wrap this up so we can go get some more traction on it here in a few minutes. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your support. Have a great day. Welcome to Hanging Out with Robert. That's me. This video contains things that I encounter throughout the day. If for some reason I complete a task and you would like to see the details, you could click on the link in the description area below. This video also contains tips and tricks that I learned throughout the years. I plan on leaving this video accessible for about 30 days. After that, you can view it through my Patreon account. Thank you very much for watching. Gotta love Chicago. Same day or next morning delivery. A Chinesium 22 to 24 wrench. Need that for the EGR stuff. Hopefully that'll be good enough quality. And my new printer. I think this one is Mita's favorite color. Maybe she'll use it. Print off some shipping labels. Yep, there it is. Pinkish. It's supposed to be thermal paper printing, so you don't need ink or anything. It just prints right on the label, stick it right on the box. 10 labels. Gonna need to order some labels. We got some to shoot our first few packages with. I am back and the boss is coming, so I need to get cracking. We left off yesterday, pulled this wire harness loose. I believe I got to remove this headlight here so that I can get a screw out to release that harness so I can drop everything down through the bottom with the harness. And I got a container I'm going to drop the coolant in, and after I drop the coolant, I'm going to pull the bolt out of that automatic transmission, drop that transmission fluid. Then I'm going to release this bolt up here, take the wheels off, take the axles out, and keep it moving. Let's get cracking. We are flying high. We got the CVs loose. We got the sway bar end links out. We got the rack out. We had to put some heat on one of these bolts to get the nut off the bolt. Got the exhaust out. We got the fluids out. Cleanest transmission fluid. I might have seen one that clean that I've seen in a long time. So this should be a good box. It didn't give me no issues driving it. We got one of the fuel lines loose. We're going to take the other one loose soon. We got the two bolts out from behind the bracket. Had to put the lift here because we got to take the subframe down. We unplugged the O2 sensors from their plugs, and we are rocking and rolling. Normal vacuum leak there. I don't know why those always come loose, but they do. So we're going to take a lunch break and come back with it. Well, made a mistake. Took the steering rack bolts loose in air because that's got to come down with the subframe. So we're going to put that back on. Take the engine mount loose. Take a couple of bolts loose from the bottom of the transmission. We already got the transmission torque mount off. And we're going to take the yoke loose from inside the car and let that slide through and keep it moving. One of the issues with taking off the oil cooler thermostat on these engines is stripping these T40s. What I've done lately is I've wedged the tool against the oil cooler. So make sure that socket is against that, and you pull this tool back toward the front of the car, and you shouldn't strip that. Make sure it's in all the way. Tap it in if you can. Start from right here and push that thing back, but make sure you got the corner of it there. Hold this neat stuff. Breaks loose almost every time. Then the one up top over here, I pull down on this. Let me get some light on it. This one up here, I put the tool on it, I tap it in, always tap the tool in, even if you don't think you need to tap it in. Work that thing around until you get it in the hole. Tap it in, make sure you're in, then use your tool and pull down on the oil thermostat. Have this at like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, pull down, break it loose. Almost foolproof. Thanks for watching. Haven't quite mastered getting this T30 out, but that's what I'm doing right now. Going under the AC compressor and trying to break it loose like that. Make sure that's seated in far. It just depends on how tight it is. So let me put my ratchet on that and try to twist that out of there. You can also try a T30 alley. So with that stuck in the screw, I started my tool of turning and then I popped it onto the extension and it popped that screw right out. So that works 60% of the time. It works every time. Here it is, folks. 95 T-5R power management. This is where the power began. We're gonna check, see what's leaking in that timing belt area. Replace the turbo with a 19T. Put a Japanifold on it. Need an engine mount for back here. That thing is busted. We're gonna pull the transmission. We're gonna modify the wiring for a manual transmission. We're gonna mount a manual transmission and do whatever else we can get into here. We left the air conditioner stuff up here, but we're gonna drop this radiator and put a intercooler in and you got another radiator? You're gonna keep this radiator? You got an aluminum radiator? Yeah. From where? Euro. Euro Sports radiator. All aluminum. So let's get cracking. We got the transmission off, the torque converter off. It had to jack up the engine, and now the engine is being supported by that little jack. But this thing has a rear main seal leak. Didn't know that. We know it now. So, and make sure we got a seal to replace it. Rear main seal leak. Folks, we're going to tap out for tonight. Meditate on our game plan. We will think about nothing other than this until the morning. So don't call, because all it's going to be is talking about Sebastian's manual conversion. We're out. That's it for today's video. Tomorrow's video will hopefully have some interesting things going on in it. This video had some good tips on getting that oil cooler thermostat loosened out of there. So hopefully those of you that are bypassing those pesky oil cooler lines got some information out of that and can get those things off without stripping those screws, man. You strip those screws, slow walking and sad singing. So let me get my exercise in, get me a little bit of breakfast, get up to the shop. I doubt I'll beat Sebastian there, but hey, you can always try. Have a great weekend. Be safe.